Draw your sword, knock your arrows, and ready your spellbook. It's time for another episode of The Gamesmen. What role will you play?
Hey guys, welcome to episode 42 of the Gamesmen RPG. We are here to play roles, and I am taking the role of your host, and as ever with me as my stalwart companion, shield maiden if you will, I have obviously Amras89, Gary Lever with me. I am Hardlydan. How are you doing, sir?
I'm looking up what shield maiden means. I'm like, shield maiden, that's a girl for one. Let's see, was a woman who had chosen to fight as a warrior in Scandinavian folklore and mythology.
Yep.
Go me! I am doing well. Now that I realized I have lady bits. Yeah, I'm doing fine. My voice is still not 100%, and I go to the doctor's on Wednesday for a different reason, so I'm just going to talk to him about that then, and fix my breathing as well. How are you doing, sir?
Well, yeah, that dizziness thing's back, so I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow, hopefully, see if I can figure that out, because, yeah, you move your eyes a lot, so even if you're reading, well, reading's pretty bad for me at the moment because it just makes me feel sick, but yeah, if you're just sitting there watching something on the TV, you're looking around at different parts of the screen, or something will catch you out the corner of your eye, and that's just sitting down stationary. As soon as you start walking about, then, oh, it goes horrible. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm looking forward to it not being so interesting.
Yeah.
And less vomit-inducing. But yeah, Mum's been away in Venice for a week, so I've been round at her. I'm still actually at her house. She's probably going to get annoyed because she can hear me. I'm directly below her bedroom at the moment, so I've probably woken her up. But never mind. So yeah, it's been cool. I no longer have to worry about the puppy climbing on me.
Yay.
And licking the microphone. Yeah, and she bought me some presents. Yeah. I've got some Italian chocolate, a big bunch of chilies, which is kind of cool. And
yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, and a handmade Italian leather belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is rather nice, which is too big, so I'm going to have to cut it down. But it's quite cool the way I've designed it, so it's actually you can actually shorten it quite easily. So that's cool. Yes. Well, that was massive. Anyway, Gary's just putting really weird pictures into the show notes. All right, what did you do this week?
Other than working, and I don't know if it was Extra Life, but I have been tired as hell. And, like, I haven't been able to wake up at all and shit. Normally I like to go to work an hour early to get an hour in overtime, but I have just been not able to wake up at all, so that has been horrible. But last night I got tons of sleep for one reason, which is I did a lot of work in the house yesterday. My brother and I went into the attic and put down plyboards and made a floor in the attic finally, after it being like that since the house was constructed, and like just random boards on there. And if you step wrong, you'll turn the board sideways and fall through the roof. So we're finally fixing that. We didn't get it all done because I was beat after it. And after doing that for hours and hours yesterday, Corey and I were watching some TV, and we saw a commercial for the new Droid phone, which is called the Droid Turbo. And after looking at it, she got a shower, and I was looking up specs and all that on it, and I was like, wow, that's really nice. And then the thing that really sold it for her is because she's doing all this photography stuff, it has 21 megapixel camera on it. And it takes some nice photos. But phone smaller than a camera. It's a pretty big phone. Just as big as mine. Not like Note big or anything. And I was comparing all the phones and everything, and she's been due for an upgrade. And I went, looked, did all the shit, and it's very nice. So, after she got out of the shower, 5 minutes after that, we're running to the store, getting her a phone, and then we went out. Also, my brother decided to show up. Oh yeah, we did a whole bunch of cleaning in the cellar. My brother and his girlfriend decided to show up unannounced for my dad's birthday to surprise him, since they live in Virginia.
And if it was announced, it would have been less of a surprise, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So, they did that. And
hey, Dad, we're coming for your birthday, but forget this, so it's a surprise when we arrive.
Well, no, it was a surprise for everyone, not just my dad.
True.
Because his old room, completely filled with junk and everything until we were going to clean it this month, because it's coming back for Thanksgiving, and that's when we thought they were going to come. So I was like, oh, good, I have 3 weeks, I can get everything cleaned up, do all this shit. But no, as soon as they came, they had to sleep in my parents' bedroom because they came overnight and everything. And so we spent a couple hours yesterday just getting everything out. The reason we decided to get the attic all with the floor and everything is because we're putting a whole bunch of stuff in the attic for storage and everything. So there's just a whole bunch of shit being done. It must have been from being up in the attic. It's very small, you have to stay hunched over and everything. And I was sitting on these hardwood boards and everything. And my ass hurts so bad today. Touching it hurts. Sitting on something hard would probably be murder. Just my whole body is killing me. And, so much pain. I didn't even play a game or anything yesterday. I sat down, I was like, I'm too beat to fucking do anything. So, I went to bed, not really early, I just, I sat at my computer desk, we were watching some TV or whatever, and I just could not move. But yeah, tons and tons of work yesterday, and then today was actually my dad's birthday, so happy birthday, Dad. Dan said happy birthday to my dad, and my dad was talking in an Australian accent, and I don't know, he's weird. But yeah, so it was his birthday. He worked all day, he got home at 6, and yeah, haven't really done anything for it because there's no point. Yesterday was the big birthday day. So a whole bunch of stuff being done yesterday. And today has kind of been chilling out. I got a ton of habaneros and ghost peppers and shit. And I decided to make a ghost pepper habanero salsa. That shit is hot as hell. It's pretty good. For Courtney, it's murder. I can handle hot stuff a lot better. But anything I touch on my body, I can't get this pepper shit off my hands. So anything I touch instantly becomes a raging inferno, and I want to die. For some reason now, it hasn't happened until 2 hours ago. My fingers feel like they're on fire.
Perhaps you should try touching your ass, bit of kind of heat therapy.
I have rubbed my ass enough, I guess, today. Not bare, but yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that shit. I put a little bit on the chip, put it in my mouth, and it's just pwah. But it's not hot enough to you're crying or anything. It's just really, really there. And it doesn't taste bad. I tasted it it wasn't chilled or anything because I just made it. I think it'll taste better once it's cooled down since it's been in the fridge for a few hours now. So I'll have some cold salsa. I'll try some tomorrow. It's going to last a while because it is just that hot.
If anything, it'll get hotter because all that chili will have time to infuse with everything else you put it in. And a bit the tomato and whatever else is in there.
Possibly. We'll see. I'll try it again tomorrow. But it's probably too hot. Actually, I should have put in like another can of tomatoes or something. Because I think I put a little. It's weird how much one pepper can do.
Oh yeah.
And it like just testing the waters. It's my first batch of salsa, and I have just so many peppers I can play around with right now. So we'll see. I think it's pretty good. I'll probably try to dull the heat down for the next batch. I'll probably make another like next week or something if I can eat this one in a week. I don't know. But yeah, that's really it for this week. I guess I should get into what I've been playing.
Right, you might as well, because it's not going to take me very long.
No, it's not. It's not going to take me too long, because I don't have much to say about a lot of stuff. So it's Halloween, or it was Halloween, and Halloween season means Guild Wars 2, and I got to hear the little quagga go, ooh, no, quagga means woo.
Boo.
This is woo.
Oh, woo, yeah.
Cool. yeah, cool. But, yeah, I didn't know it was going to happen with Halloween this year because Lion's Arch is still destroyed, but they still managed to do it. Other than that, I went back a couple years and played Rage. I never beat the game. I'm at the end of the game on the Xbox. I decided to restart it on the PC, and I just went through a couple of the missions and stuff. I'll probably go back to it and try to beat it slowly and just kind of get through it. And because it's a good game, but it's probably should be more linear. I do like to drive around stuff. It's not bad. I never really had a problem with Rage. A lot of other people did. Like, oh, it's like this is all unnecessary. But it does make you do more stuff, and like you can see some scenery and shit. But you do notice like, oh, this is kind of a copy and paste texture on this wall, and stuff like that. On that, Defense Grid 2, played some more of that, got some more missions done. Because Lee was playing it, I did Road Redemption.
I need to try that.
It is Road Rash. Upgraded some. For some reason...
Road Rash.
Oh, it's so good. For some reason, one of the weapons you can have is a halberd.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's because it shows like an axe icon, but it's a really long axe. And the bigger weapons that you have take longer to hit, but they do more damage. So like if I hit somebody with the halberd, they get instantly knocked off. You just need to time it right. And I think you can take out multiple people. I think I took out like 2 people at once or something while doing it. There's pipes and chains and all that stuff. There's racing. There's I can't remember what it's called, but you have to like beat up players and you have to get up your wanted level, kind of like GTA, where you have to like kill players and knock them off, get rid of them. And then like police come, and then the more you do it, the more your wanted level goes up. And if you hit a policeman, like your one level goes up almost straight away. So like the more you kill them, and you have to do it by the end of a time limit and stuff like that. There's a race against the clock, or like basically like a time trial kind of thing. I think there's another one, I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, it's still early access, but it's so much fun. Like I love Road Rash back in the day. I don't know if they're gonna have a story or something to it, kind of like a story mode, but that'd be cool if they did. So I plan on playing that more and more, especially whenever it does release and all that. Also, I beat Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs, and that game was...
That's taken you a while.
Yeah, it came out last year, and I finally beat it this year. And I beat it very quickly. Like, I started some more of it last week for Extra Life, and then I just kind of ran through it a little bit at a time over this week. It probably put like 3 or 4 more hours into it this week.
Completed Dragon Age, though, right?
Yep. Uh-huh. Nope. And I guess I forgot to put this in there. Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishment. So, I also completed that one. I really like that. And it's really interesting, like, the last, case you do, there's kind of like a big thing at the end. And, like, I went through it twice to kind of, like, well, not really went through it twice, I just chose a different ending, basically. And, like, one thing happens, another thing happens, one's a little bit more dramatic. And Sherlock Holmes just seems like a big dick whenever, the one thing happens. Like, okay, you probably shouldn't be like that. Because he's all, kind of justice and stuff like that. So yeah, those two have been beaten. Kirby's Triple Deluxe, play a little bit more of that. I got through World 4 on World 5, and I need to, there's 6 worlds, so I need to finish that game, finally. And, thanks to Stu, first, I need to say, thanks to Dan, he gave me the code for the alpha for Evolve, which is weird that I didn't get it because I have XCOM. Don't know why I didn't get it. Maybe I got an email I never noticed. I don't know.
But I got the code from, I've forgotten who sent it to me now. Crazy Ivan, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, cool. Oh, hang on, I've already got it. Well, maybe Gary.
Yeah. Yeah. But, so, Dan gave me the code, and then today, I wasn't even gonna play it, cause Dan wasn't on or anything, I was figuring I'd play with him. But Stu from the Veteran Gamers, asked me if I had it, and then he's like, you wanna play? I was like, yeah. So, I got in, I set the graphics up really high. I don't know if that was the problem, but I had a lot of lag issues. But I think my internet's been a little bit shitty today. Actually, the last couple of days, I think it's been running really slow because it seemed like Evolve took forever to download. So I need to kind of look at that.
You're not the only person to have said that about downloading Evolve.
Okay.
And lots of people were having connection issues and things like that. So I'm guessing it's less likely your end and more likely that there's actually something to do with the fact that it's in alpha. And they probably haven't even got close to where they need to be to stress test the servers.
Yeah, well, hopefully being in the alpha means I'll be in the beta so I can play it more. But yeah, like I just had a lot of lag, and it was really, really hard going to kill the monster if you don't have... If you try to shoot him, but every time the monster shows up, you lag, and then he's gone in front of your face. So it was not helping at all trying to kill the monster and everything. But the first game we got into was this guy called Sanitarium, I believe. Oh yeah, I should mention who else was in it. So it was Stu from the Veteran Gamers, Fumu from either Overseas Connection or Game Punchers, and then Gary D. Fleece from Lousy at Podcasting or the Lousy at Gaming Community. And so got in with those guys. Stu only played for like a game or two, can't remember. But the Sanitarium, he's a level 19. He's been playing since the beginning. He was the monster and he just destroyed us. It was horrible. A couple times. And then it was funny because he was in the lobby and he's like telling us kind of what to do, like how to do it, how to play our roles. And like it's kind of cool because whenever you choose a new class, well, basically how you can set it up is there is assault, trapper, support, and medic. And you can choose which role you want to play the most. So you like have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can either, and also monster. So you can either choose like, I'll just say what I did. I went assault, support, trapper, medic, and then monster at the end. So you can choose up like basically what everyone has. So say somebody else has Trapper as number 1, somebody has Medic as number 1, someone has Support as number 1, so I'd become the Assault because I chose that as number 1. And then, okay, this, and then if somebody else had number 1, maybe they were connected first, they picked it, so you get the next one that you chose, and so on and so forth. So that's cool, so you can set it up like, oh, I didn't want to play, like, basically, the last choice, the last one is like, oh, damn it, I don't like to play as this person, but, like, if you get in last, then it's like, oh, I got, the Medic or whatever. Which Medic's actually playing pretty cool. All the, like, I play as everyone but the Monster and the Trapper. So, they give you, like, a little, not a tutorial, but they give you a video that they show you before the match starts of, the class, what they do, their weapons, how you use them and stuff like that. So you kind of know what you're getting into.
Cool. And,
like, I seem to pick it up pretty fast. Other people didn't seem to pick it up as well, exactly what to do. But, like, none of us, since I guess this was everyone's first time playing, like, none of us knew what to do at all. Especially against someone that's level 19 against 4 level 1s. Yeah, you're probably gonna kick her ass, you're gonna know what to do. But this guy knew everything. And then, Stu left after a couple games, and the other 3 of us were still in. Sanitarium was in. So he was actually one of the classes, the fighter classes, and somebody else came as the Monster. The Monster got us in the first one because Sanitarium had to leave for like half the match. And then the second match, we still lost, but we did really good. Like, the match was lasting really long. The guy wasn't getting up to level 3. Like, he was trying to run away, fighting us, everything. Gary put down a few good, the support class has like a missile, orbital assault, I think it's called. And, so it'll shoot down like a missile on the Monster where you place it. And, we're doing really good, but we still lost. We still need some more practice, but it is definitely, a lot of fun to play. And it would be nice to get like 5 people that you know, and, and the Monster can't hear you in the game, which is good. But like the other 4 people can talk throughout and everything, and I know I need to get more into it, but I think you said, Dan, the beta or alpha stops tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's like 4 p.m. my time, so that's going to be 11.
Yeah, and I'll be at work.
A.m.
Guess I'm calling off work. I'm sure I can wait for the beta. Yeah, game's gonna be cool. I will probably pick it up and play it. Yeah. But other than that, last thing is Final Fantasy Curtain Call, and I don't know.
Are you sure that's the last thing?
Oh, god damn it. Yeah. Fine, I'll get into that after. So, I don't know why I keep forgetting about it. So, Theartrythm Final Fantasy Curtain Call. I really like the music in Final Fantasy, and this is like a rhythm game, except it's not like DDR like I like. But, you hit the buttons, and you can choose a whole bunch of different ways to do it. You can make it hard for yourself, whatever. So, I chose, I guess, the simplest way to do it, which is pushing buttons or using the directional pad, to, it'll be up, down, left, right, or it also does, up, left, up, right, all that kind of stuff. So, I was playing through some of the songs, and, I love Final Fantasy music. It's awesome. I was playing Final Fantasy 1 music, and 7, 10, I don't know, I played a whole bunch today. And, it's just awesome hearing the music. And especially, there's one mode called, I think it's called Chocobo Run. And basically, there's different ones. There's ones where it's basically you're looking at them battle, say Final Fantasy 1 style, or a whole bunch of those. That kind of style, where it's a hero above the other, above the other, above the other. So, the music is coming in. It's coming in at, who's going to be attacking, so like moves up and down and all this stuff. So watching the music come across, you push whatever you need to, you hold if you need to, and then you just listen to music trying to, get all the perfects and everything. But they call it like critical and stuff. Well, instead of calling it like perfect, they call it critical, so you get a critical hit. And if you miss enough, you die, because you're being attacked by monsters. Now, there are like different abilities you can have. I don't know exactly what that does for the battles, because I don't think you can lose as long as you hit all the buttons. But it's pretty cool. Characters can, at least in Chocobo Run, they can die because it's only one walking at a time, and like they'll be running and shit like that throughout the whole thing. And then like I did, I don't exactly know how to say her name. Medea's, I think it's Medea. Medea's cave or whatever tunnel, I can't remember now. I really love that music in there, from Final Fantasy 1. And then like it's showing the brooms in the background. It's like, yes, it's the brooms! And if people have never been there or played Final Fantasy 1, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, like, it's just really cool. There's another mode I didn't do. I didn't see it yet. So, but you keep unlocking music. There's over like 200 songs in this game. So I have lots of Final Fantasy music to listen to and play through. It is great. And the thing that I was going to buy it digitally, but I didn't because I saw they had a CD. So I bought it with the CD. But I don't have a CD drive on my computer. Courtney has my CD drive. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip the music off the CD and put it on my computer so I can listen to it. Or put it on my phone so I can listen to it at work. I probably should do that, actually, since Courtney's on the computer. I'm going to hand it to her right now, and she's going to take it.
Take it!
Anyway, and then the last thing I played that I completely forgot to put in here and shit, because it didn't show up on my Steam stuff. So I can't remember why I did. I was probably drunk or something. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, you were very tired as well. You were drunk and tired. You got very angry.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about that. So I decided to pick up Elite Dangerous. I had no fucking money. I had no money, but looked at my PayPal and I had enough money on there and I could use my PayPal to buy it. So I used my PayPal and picked up Elite Dangerous and put it in. I didn't feel like putting in my flight stick and everything because it was too late at night. I only had a little bit of time left to play before I had to go to bed. Oh yeah, that's right. I fucking really wanted to go to bed. So put in the game. I'm doing tutorials because there's no point in me getting in the game without doing some tutorials. And there was one where I had to go to a neighboring system and go dock in a starport. So I had to go all the way over there, request docking and all this shit. And I have this shit down packed now. Like, I'm insane. I'm an elite, awesome person. I don't know. So I get over there, and it takes me 20 fucking minutes to find out how to get into this goddamn hangar thing, because I can't find the stupid entrance to it. I'm flying around this thing and flying around. Actually, I had the same problem today. I couldn't find the goddamn opening. It's a problem with going next to it and, like, having to fly around and you're too close. Flying around, trying to find the damn opening to this place and can't fucking find it. And I was just so angry. I hate the game.
It's the right hand rule, man.
Don't you ever fucking mention thumb shit to me again, because I still don't understand
it. Works.
Yeah, Dan's trying to explain. He's like, put your hand up, something, thumb, fingers move out.
Basically, you take your right hand, and as you close your fingers, they're rotating the same way as the station. Then where your thumb is where the entrance is to the station. It's simple as that.
That's not right.
Yes, it
Because
is.
you have two sides that don't move. So,
Yes, but only one of them's got the entrance.
yes, and I kept going around it, but I still couldn't find it. I don't know. But, like, it was harder with keyboard and mouse and everything, and the second day, whenever I had my joystick and all this shit hooked up, it took me like an hour to find out what all the buttons in my stick does, because Star Citizen doesn't have it that way yet. Like, you can only use a few, really.
Oh no, it's changed now. You can sort all those out now.
Oh. Yeah, I haven't played that in a while either. But yeah, like, I was just so pissed. Like, I just fucking got off TeamSpeak. I was angry as fuck.
You stormed off, man.
I was so angry. Like, I've never been that pissed off at a game. It's like, I hate this game. I'd rather play putt-putt or something.
Can't believe I've wasted $75. I'm out.
I still think I wasted $75 because I could have waited for it to be like $35 or whatever. I don't think I needed to play the beta. Is it beta, right? This third beta?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably could have waited. But it's fun to play through. I don't want to spend all this time upgrading my ship right now. I got so much other stuff to do. But I have put, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours into it over the last week or whatever. Yeah, you probably put that in half a day. But yeah, fun game, cool. And I'm gonna let Dan take it from here because he's only gonna mention one thing anyway.
Yeah, this week I have played one game for the entire week.
What could that possibly be, Dan?
Elite Dangerous, surprisingly enough. Man, that game's awesome.
I need to get a new ship so I can actually do some shit.
It's going to be a lot better when we can. There's some extra features that aren't in yet, like
Have a company.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. It's never really been a part of the game, so whether or not that'll turn up. But there's a bit where we'll be able to slave our ship drives together, so that if, say, for example, Gary was in a hauler with not much in the way of guns on it, so to protect himself, we could slave our drives together. He could stay where we're going, and I could protect him. And so if he gets interdicted, basically, if you're flying through an area, you have this bit, the upgrade you can get for your ship, which allows you to interdict people, which is basically draw them out of hyperspace, so you can find out what they're carrying, attack them, and loot all their stuff or kill them or whatever.
Which Dan's been quite annoyed with today.
Yeah, because I can't find any, because people have been interdicting me just to see what I've got, and I'm just like, damn it, I'm just going to shoot you for pissing me off now. Or either that, or when I've been doing bounty hunts, I can't find the freaking guy I need to kill. I'm just like, but yeah, it's dawned on me the other day. Do you know what this game is? It's Euro Truck Simulator.
All that
but
trucking.
in space.
I wonder I don't like it that much.
Well, I guess the Euro Truck Simulator would be Elite in space, because Elite came out before Euro Truck Simulator. But yeah, it's the way I've been playing it's been really quite relaxed, you know. Yeah, I've been like a courier, doing a bit of bounty hunting and stuff on the side, and it's been good fun, you know, especially having Mum's TV, which I hooked up to my screen, to my PC. So I was watching movies and stuff whilst I was here and playing that on my other screen. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. You can just chill out and watch stuff and listen to stuff.
Dan now has an Indiegogo for getting a new monitor so he can have two.
Well, no, actually, I think I might have figured out something quite cool with some old laptop screens, so I'm going to give that a go.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah. See if that works. It's not going to be as wide as having, you know, another screen, but it could be kind of cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that out. But yeah, I'm just really enjoying Elite Dangerous. I did load Star Citizen up just to have a look at the control bindings. And I did plan to try flying it, but then I got sidetracked by Elite Dangerous.
We're going to talk about Star Citizen in a little bit.
We are indeed. But yeah, Elite Dangerous, that's pretty much all I've been playing, and I am still really enjoying it. I did spend 50 quid on it a few months ago, and I think I've pretty much got my 50 quid's worth out of it already. So
you
anything
definitely
else?
Got 50 hours in it.
Oh no, I've got more than that.
Yeah.
God, what does Steam say that I've got in it? Oh, that's going to be ridiculous, isn't it? According to Steam,
it tells you, does it?
Steam doesn't tell me. No, it doesn't. Damn it.
Don't you have to hook up the Raptor?
Yeah, I do. I don't know if I want to look. Okay, Wrapped. Apparently I have one game that isn't optimized. Anyway, apparently I have played 9 days, 14 hours and 6 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
That's fucking over 200 hours.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, the game isn't even out yet, Dan.
I know.
Let's play something that still comes out.
Because I'm really enjoying this.
Oh, God.
And I can try playing in different ways without having to worry about how it's going to affect me in the final game. I can be a piratey bastard if I want to be. And it'll all get wiped at release.
I guess the good thing I found, thank God, before I got off today was, yay, I can get a new ship with 2,000 more credits. I just need to get those 2,000 more credits. But the place I'm in right now has all courier missions, and I'm like, yes! So I'm probably going to look at that tomorrow, or maybe after I get off tonight. So maybe we should finish up this podcast.
Well, let's just finish it now. We'll play some. I'll come over to the system you're in, and
now maybe we should get through the rest of the podcast and hurry up and get on there.
Oh, no one cares. Yeah, but that's basically it. Elite Dangerous, freaking all that, and looking after puppies for the week. Well, a puppy for the week. A really naughty little puppy that's trying to attack me now. Sorry, he's just jumped on my face. Okay, we are going to take a quick break. I'm going to find somewhere that this puppy can go so he can't bite my nose and lick the microphone. You are going to listen to some music, and we'll be back with the news and all that stuff. Yes, we will, Monty. Okay, well, we are back. Well, kind of back. I'm not even on the notes yet, but we are back. And we are back with the news. Part of the news is Monty has a toy now, and he's no longer trying to eat my face, so that's a good thing. But other than that, we have actual news, and Gary, you are up first with something about something. So, enlighten us.
That old, awesome, best game in history, E.T.
Oh, do you mean actually the worst game in history, which almost single-handedly caused the collapse of the gaming industry in the 80s?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, if everyone remembers, Xbox is doing actually 6 film series. I'm not sure what the others are going to be, but the first one...
They're going to be milking the first one, surely.
Yeah. Remember we did this first one? We're going to talk about this for half of it, and then we'll do it. But yeah.
The next 5 will be like the extended editions.
Yeah.
And then the HD version.
So this is us petting this rock. But yeah. So they did this whole thing. I think Major Nelson even has a picture of him still with the cartridge as his
Oh yeah, he was
Twitter
there
profile
at the
site.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they did this, film and everything, and back in July, and now it's going to be coming out November 20th. So be sure to watch
God,
it.
Thank God, it's not going to be a smell-o-vision.
Yeah, I really want to watch it because, well, it's one of those things. Like everyone's like, does this actually exist? Like, did it really happen? And apparently it did. So we're gonna see it.
It's the most interesting thing about that game. Well, that and the fact that game nearly caused the complete demise of an entire industry in its infancy.
Yeah, and it seems like they're gonna have to kind of just milk it, because didn't they find it their first, like, I don't know, day out there or something?
Oh yeah, it wasn't like they were trying to find some super rare. Well, actually, it was fairly rare, but they had a good idea of where it was buried, and like it was almost as soon as the first spade hit the ground. Like, oh, there it is.
Yeah, because they had one of the guys that buried it, I think, was there to help them unbury it. So, like, the guy already knew where it was, so it's like, dig here and you will find. I am your X on the map. Dig here. Yeah, we'll see that November 20th. I probably will watch it. If I have to have Xbox Live to watch it, I'll probably say fuck this until it comes out. I don't know, Netflix, some.
Yeah, there's bound to be someone that will capture it and then put it on, I don't know, some sort of site where you might be able to acquire it. Some kind of pirate lagoon or something.
Yeah, that's really all with that one, Dan. I'm sure you're excited about what's next.
Yeah, I am. The only reason I actually linked this article to it was just in case I wasn't reading it out, but then I thought, no, fuck it, I'm going to read this out. Star Citizen, woo! One of my pet games, I think. Yeah. It's one of the two games that I'm into, I suppose, isn't it? Basically, at PAX Australia, Cloud Imperium Games showed off their the first-person shooter part of it, the FPS part of Star Citizen, and it looks pretty freaking awesome. For now, we can see why they've used the Cry engine for it, because it looks glorious, doesn't it, Gary?
Yeah.
Did you see the video?
The new one?
Yeah.
No. I saw whenever they're doing. They actually show all the shooting and stuff.
Yeah, they're actually playing it live. If you're like Gary and haven't seen this video, the link will be in the notes, or you could just, I don't know, maybe use your fingers and type in YouTube, Star Citizen FPS PAX Australia, FPS PAX Australia even, and that'll come up.
That's too long. I should probably put it in the show notes.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Because nobody clicks on those either.
Yeah, true. I guess it kind of looks a bit standard as far as, shootery games go, but you got to think that this is just one part of the game. It's not all just an FPS, and it looks freaking amazing. And then they get to a bit further on where they turn the gravity off, and suddenly it's a 0G shooter. It's like, well, that's kind of new. And yeah, it's looking fantastic. It's obviously not ready yet, because there are bits where you see people where they're just kind of gliding across the floor instead of actually walking. But this is still early days for this part of it. The team behind this have previously been known as Redacted, because they've been keeping it quiet to who's working on it. And is in fact, is it Ilphonic? I can't remember who the hell's working on it now.
Robert Space Industries.
No, they farmed out. They've got different teams working on.
They have a ton of different teams working on different aspects of the game. Yeah, because there's so many of them.
Yeah, Ilphonic is the team that are making Star Citizen. They're a CryEngine licensee. They've actually done a load of work on a load of stuff. So it's looking pretty cool. you've got to check it out, basically. And if me constantly going on about Star Citizen hasn't actually got you thinking, well, this sounds like it could be an interesting game, this is going to be such a fucking brilliant game. It's got space stuff, it's got FPS stuff, it's got loads of stuff going on. There's fingers in all kinds of pies. It's like a slut of a game. It's got a finger in it's got a foot or something. It's got some kind of appendage in another game genre. Apart from RTS, I suppose, at the moment. But they're probably trying to figure out a way to do it now.
If you really want a reason to get into Star Citizen, just hop on TeamSpeak, and Dan will spend 3 hours talking you through why you should get this game. Seems like everyone he talks to always gets the game anyway.
I could probably do it in 10 minutes now. I've had that much practice. Hang on, Monty's climbing me again.
He is mounting you.
Yeah. I just picked him up and chucked him onto a chair, and he just gave me a horrible look. Anyway, this article that I picked up, it's over on joystick.com, and it's written by Sam Prell. And he starts off saying, Star Citizen isn't just about spaceships anymore. Right. No, it's now a first-person shooter too. Well, actually, that's one of the things. You can also have a fish
tank.
Yeah, it's something they've been talking about for quite some time. The fact that it's not going to be just one thing. It's going to be pretty much like living in space. You're going to be able to, board ships, go onto planets, walk around the planets, trade, shoot people, take missions. It's...
you can't do any of that in Elite Dangerous, right? There's not going to be a first-person aspect to it?
Well, apparently there is. But that's going to be in a later bit of DLC. But, yeah, it's they're taking very different routes to get to, well, actually very different styles of games. Star Citizen feels much more actiony compared with Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous, well, it depends how you play it. Elite Dangerous can be a very relaxed game. You can just go out and explore.
Just don't steal shit.
Well, no, you can do that. You've just got to be really sneaky about getting into stations and doing it so you don't show up on radars and don't get scanned.
Now, they better have something where it's like, okay, I stole shit, but I have this secret cargo bay that they can't scan, so I can get away with having this stuff.
Oh, yeah, there's got to be some shit like that. Yeah, I'd be surprised if that doesn't turn out. It's probably going to be fucking expensive to get. But yeah, kind of like a scan-proof bay that.
Well, if I want to be a pirate, I don't want to get, because scanning is not exactly random. If somebody scans and sees you have, stuff that isn't legal, then you get a fine or whatever. So.
Yeah.
That's going to be horrible for pirates.
Well, yeah, the way around it at the moment is running in, basically turning everything off until your ship gets incredibly cold, and then just ballistically heading towards the entrance of a ship and minor corrections to make sure you get in. Obviously, you've still got to get docking clearance, otherwise they'll still fuck you up. But it'll stop the security guys around the outside of the system at the station scanning you and shooting you and going, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. But anyway, back to Elite Star Citizen even. The video does look fantastic. The reflections in the water are just stunning. They really are. This game is going to be so freaking awesome. I have no idea when it's going to come out. All I can urge you to do is to pick it up for, it doesn't cost much at all. I mean, you can get the base ship, or one of the base ships, and beta access for like $45.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, 45. Well, yeah, with the beta, or alpha, whatever, it's 45, because it's 40 for the ship and then 5 for the...
Yeah, well, they do a package just with it all in now, so you don't have to worry about finding that $5 thing. But it's only for the cheapest ship. So yeah, $45, and you can get into the whole game and get all these bits as they come out. I'm really looking forward to Arena 42. Hopefully you'll be seeing some more of that soon. And it's just, Now, the one thing I am slightly worried about this game, and loads of people say, "Oh, they've raised so much money." It's what? How much is it now? It's pushing
52.
60.
What? 60?
Yeah.
Where the fuck have I been?
It's got to be pushing 60.
I don't think it was that far. Because last time I checked, it was like 52. I'd be kind of afraid if it was that far now. I don't know.
Okay, well, let's just have a look.
Oh my god, it's 61. Or they're going to 61 million now. Jesus.
Yeah, like I said, it's about 60 million. Loads of people going, "Oh, 60 million, oh, that's so much money." And, Elite Dangerous was kickstarted afterwards and it's nearly released. It's like, yeah, well, Elite Dangerous has been in work, it's been worked on for a hell of a lot longer than when it started off on the Kickstarter. It's been under work for at least, like,
and
nearly
so far,
10 years they've been working on it.
Got a lot more in depth right now than that.
But the thing is, $60 million, when it comes to making a game, a AAA game, that's nothing. If you look at the amount of money that gets pumped into things like Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto, or
if Activision would have put their money or 500 million into Star Citizen instead of Destiny,
yeah,
it would have been a lot better game.
And yeah, you look at it, 500 million Destiny, 60 million, where we're at the moment, Star Citizen, that's a kind of, it says a lot about the drive that's behind the guys at Cloud Imperium Games and what they're trying to pull off. And I think it also says a lot of that help is that is, I guess, they haven't got a publisher, so the publisher isn't taking that big old cut from it. But then there's also the fact that there's the drive. All the people that seem to be involved in it really, really want to make this thing happen because they believe in it so much, and that becomes quite infectious. And I've started, so I hoover up every single bit of data about it, and it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to play, the next little bit. I'm looking forward to, even if the next little bit that we get is a different game mode in Arena Commander, then I'm happy with that, because Arena Commander is their way of testing stuff for the rest of the game. If it works in Arena Commander because of the way they're building the game, it'll work in everything else. Brilliant. It's genius.
I think the biggest thing is, okay, let's see, Activision with, Bungie and Destiny and everything. I'm sure Activision says, okay, we gotta get this out, cut this, put this in, don't do this, make this DLC or something. Yeah. And, Star Citizen's gonna have, so much shit just right at the beginning, and everything has been by people. It's not been by, anybody else, it's people Activision.
It's people like you and me that have backed it.
Yeah, and that's 60 million so far from real people. And that's all their money. And, these people already are in the game. So it's just the money that they're raising from us to make it.
A lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's just becoming pay to win because you can buy all these ships." Yeah, at the moment you can buy all these ships, but there's not actually that many people that are buying all these ships. The most common ship at the moment in the game, that all the people are buying, I think, is the Aurora, the cheapest ship in the game. Most people have bought that and nothing else.
You got the Aurora 310 or something?
No, I got the 300i. It's not an Aurora at all. Lee started with the Aurora and then realised it was shit and upgraded, got a cross chassis upgrade.
That's what it was. Okay, because the Aurora is the first ship. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a great ship. It's a good. I'm sure in the persistent universe, it's actually going to be a good ship. But when it comes to things like to Arena Commander, which is, well, obviously but for the people listening, is the kind of Call of Duty side of it, the online shootery part in spaceships. It's a lot like Call of Duty in space, isn't it? It's you're in a ship, you've got capture the flag, you've got horde mode, you've got team deathmatch, you've got, all the regular stuff. And if your ship is the equivalent of the asthmatic kid at school, you're not going to have a good time.
So me.
Yeah, but your ship isn't the equivalent of that. Yours is the equivalent of a fucking fighter jet.
No, but I was the asthmatic kid in school.
Oh, yeah, so I was the fat asthmatic kid at school.
I was the fat-ass asthmatic kid because I couldn't
No,
do
I'm just the
sports.
fat guy. Who surfs? Yeah.
I wish I could
Anyway.
surf.
Surfing's awesome. Anyway, Elite Dangerous, Star Citizen, both of those games, well worth checking out if you like anything to do with sci-fi and like the idea of piloting your own ship. However, I would recommend for the immersion factor, maybe not for the control factor, because you're still slightly more accurate with the keyboard and mouse on both of those games, that a flight stick, like the one Gary's got or the one I've got, they just... It feels so much more immersive, doesn't it? You're there, you've got your hands on the throttle and the flight stick, and it's just... You're there in the game.
It's perfect for you because both games are like making it to your stick. So, well, isn't Star Citizen making their own stick or something that they're gonna?
Yeah, that's not going to come out for a good year or so. So I'm not too worried about that.
Get your hands on Star Citizen stick.
But the difference between your stick and my stick is very, mine's a bit heavier.
I got the X52 and you got the X55 or 52X. Is that what it is?
I've got the X52 Pro.
Pro, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
But there isn't much difference. Yours looks a little bit nicer and has changeable lights.
Yeah, there's a slight difference in the buttons, and I think, there's double the amount of sensors in the flight stick, so apparently that makes it a bit more accurate. But I haven't noticed accuracy being a problem at all anyway.
Basically, the thing is, save up like $50 a month or something like that, $25, and by the time the game comes out, you can get this stick and you'll be fine. I mean,
it's not that. We don't know when Star Citizen's coming out though. So if they keep saving up $25 a month, that could be 2017 by the time it comes out. They're going to be able to upgrade their PC and get the stick.
Yeah. Get a good PC. I plan on upgrading mine in the next year.
Yeah, I plan on upgrading mine in December. Anyway, we've taken ages on this article of news, purely because I love this game. And Elite Dangerous, they're both brilliant. Go and buy them. If you're a console person, then, well, hopefully you'll be able to play No Man's Sky. And there's a possibility that Elite Dangerous will be available on something other than PC and Mac in the future. But
and just like space.
I do like space. It's it's massive, and there's a lot of places where you can go and just chill out and be on your own and just have your own thoughts.
Bam, guilty, love being in space.
Especially if you're wearing an Oculus Rift and headphones so you can't hear people knocking on your door or anything like that, and you're completely out of it. Anyway, Gary, what's the next bit of news?
So, I think we're going to start running through stuff, just because a lot of this isn't too important. But the first one is there's a glitch in the 3DS version of, well, the only version that's out right now is Smash Brothers.
It's a bitch of a glitch.
Wait, where's that thing I just read? It was, I can't find it now. And this is a small article. It said oh, there it is. 136-year ban.
Yep.
It's just ridiculous how long of a ban you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it basically restricts you to 1v1 matches and everything. It's for people that quit out of the matches or more.
No, I've heard it's for people basically the sanctions for people that abruptly quit and for people that constantly target the same person in matches.
See, I don't get why that is. I'm going to go after this one person. Like, especially if you don't know who it is. Hey, maybe I don't like he's playing Pac-Man, so I'm going to beat the shit out of him. I don't know. Like, can you
That
really...
pillaging bastard ruined my life.
Can you really, like, just ban somebody for just going after the same person? Like,
well, the problem is it's a bit of a code error.
yeah, that's what it's saying. It's someone with the code that's doing it. I don't know. Sakurai said something about it.
No one can understand it, so...
I'm sure people will get unbanned. But,
Yeah.
like, maybe a couple hour ban or something compared to, I don't know, 136 years?
Yeah, maybe it's meant to be 136 minutes, but something's gone wrong. Anyway, if you really are worried about this ban, stick to 1v1 for the moment.
Yeah.
Or just don't play it online until it's patched.
Just don't quit on matches, because stop being a douche. I don't know. Just get your ass kicked by some hard people.
136 years, I mean...
It's gotta be... It's probably like 136 seconds. Even 136 anything is weird. Like, you'd think, I don't know, 2 days or 2 hours. Like, not, 136 minutes, 136 hours, or... Not even 136 days, because that's ridiculous. Like, I don't know. A week ban at most could probably do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, yeah. Watch out for that. If you got caught by that ban, let us know, because we'd like to laugh at you.
Because that's all we do. Yeah, that's really it for that. Dan, what's next?
Well, next up, you know how it's the San Andreas like 10 years old or something, and Rockstar have released the anniversary edition for 360, and
That's funny. San Andreas is the only game I've ever traded in because I didn't like it.
Well, it turns out that it's dirt cheap anyway. It's like $3, maybe $5. I can't remember. It's like I think it's $2.99.
It's not on Steam, is it? Yeah.
No. The PC version is still the best version to get, apparently. Especially with all those mods. Anyway, the new version promises 720p, and apparently it's been replaced. Hang on, let me just check this. Anyway, so the original Xbox version has been replaced. They've promising 720p resolution, enhanced draw distance, and achievement support. But there's no equivalent new version on the PS3. Instead, PS3 version owners have to make do with the original PS2 release, which runs on Sony's software emulator. And well, the funny thing is the Xbox 360 HD version seems to be, well, not a port of the PC version, but a port of the iOS and, well, the mobile version, the iOS and Android version.
Oh, joy.
Yeah. And yes, kind of nuts,
are
really.
more powerful than the 360. I don't know.
Well, phones are powerful enough to run GTA San Andreas anyway. Which was Xbox, the original Xbox, wasn't it?
No, it's weird. San Andreas is on Steam, but you can't buy the game.
No, I have it. Yeah, every now and then they have the... Monty, will you stop trying to scratch the crap out of my arms? Sorry, dog attack. But anyway, this version, apparently, if you're playing it on 360, it can't really hold up on the frame rate. Quite often it'll drop down to like 17 or below frames per second. It's not looking that brilliant. And a fair bit of stuttering, apparently, with frame dips, often in excess of 60 milliseconds. So yeah, quite often it'll drop down to 15 frames per second, but for no apparent reason, which is really annoying. But then it's £2.99, so it's not exactly the most expensive Xbox 360 game out there.
Yeah.
And let's face it, it's not
The best GTA game?
It's a good GTA game, but it's not exactly new. The cool thing is, it now takes 2 gigabytes of space, whereas the original PS2 and PC versions would take up 4 gigabytes.
Hmm.
But yeah, there seems to be some issues there with it, and it's not fantastic. If you've had any issues with the 360 HD version of San Andreas, I'd like to know why you bought it. Was it just scaling up to 720p that made you think, yeah, I'll get that? Or are you just such a fan of the games? Anyway, next bit of news.
Borderlands pre-sequel, which we haven't played all week. God damn it. Need to do that. They have their first DLC announced, and it adds the 5th character, which is weird. oh, wait, it's Borderlands.
It's not technically who they say it is.
Well, yes, because they say it's Handsome Jack's doppelganger.
Yeah.
So, first DLC comes out for $10, or you can also get the season pass for $30. And I think they come out with 4 DLC packs for each game, as far as I've seen, right?
Yeah, and it's just made me realize what a great deal I got when I got 27% off the season pass.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna wait for the season pass to go on sale for the winter sale that you're gonna have. So I'll probably pick it up then. It'll probably be $20 or something like that, and I'll probably pick it up for that. Hopefully we'll have the game beat by then. I don't know.
Yeah, I never know. I mean, it's taken me long enough to get the last one done.
Yeah, no DLC with that. But yeah, so that's coming out. Handsome Jack's doppelganger. You can have fun. I wonder how different or whatever it'll be playing as him compared. I think it's just gonna be playing as Handsome Jack, but they don't say you play as Handsome Jack. They put it in like this. I don't know. Yeah, that's really it for that. Handsome Jack, you'll be playing as him, but his doppelganger. Maybe it's his evil. Maybe it's like Handsome Jack from Borderlands 2, so he's gonna be a big asshole, which would probably be even better because that was like the best evil character ever in a game. I don't know. I love to hate Handsome Jack in Borderlands 2.
It seems like these skill trees look quite interesting for Handsome Jack's clone.
I haven't even looked at any of that yet.
Well, the first tree is called the hero of the story, and it adds buff to like grenades and stuff like that. And then you've got the cooperative middle one, which is called the Greater Good. And it adds buffs to fight for your life mode for the person playing as Jack and everyone else playing in co-op. And then you've got the free enterprise skill tree, which encourages shooting fast and changing weapons often.
Oh.
And Jack gets buffs when he picks up money and receives upgrades for wielding guns made by specific manufacturers. It could be quite a fun way of playing it. Anyway.
What's next?
What's next? Next is Microsoft. Ooh, boo, hiss, yay. How do you feel? I don't know. They might already be working on the Xbox One Slim or the Slim Box One or whatever it is they're going to call it. Slim Box One could be quite good. Anyway,
Didn't Sony come out with the Slim PS3 pretty quickly last time? I think theirs wasn't that long after.
yeah, but only because it took them so long to get the PS3 out in the first. Anyway, basically, it's not the case right now, but Eurogamer have been reporting that AMD have already taken the first steps towards an Xbox One Slim, being that AMD senior manager Daniel McConnell posted on his LinkedIn profile that he has successfully planned and executed the first APU for Microsoft's Xbox One console in 28 nanometer technology and cost-reduced derivative in 20 nanometer technology, basically reducing the size of the die. You can print more stuff on the silicon and get more for the money. This entry's now been removed from his profile, kind of adds fuel to the fire, because he's obviously trying to cover his tracks. So yeah, it looks like they've already got a 20 nanometer processor lined up, which kind of, if it doesn't point towards an Xbox One Slim, it puts it kind of maybe a new Xbox One with, a different chip in it that's going to cut costs, which happens quite often. There were plenty iterations of the Xbox 360 before the Slim came out. So we shall see. As we're going to come up earlier, things are changing on the Xbox front anyway. So it's unlikely that. But Gary, what have we got next?
What I'm going to do next is I'm going to run through the next two pieces and go into the third piece. Because they were just kind of extra stuff put in there. And they don't need to be talked about too much. So, Prey 2 from Bethesda is now cancelled. And
yes, it was answered. Sorry.
I actually know nothing about Prey 2, but they said something about, I'll just say this. It was a game we believed in, but we never felt that it got to where it needed to be. We never saw a path to success if we finished it. So, that one's canceled. Next thing is PS Plus version of Driveclub, postponed until further notice. And they've been having a lot of problems. That's all we need to say because we talk enough about driving shit. Dan, you want to put in your 2 cents?
Well, yeah, I'd really like to see Driveclub actually do well, even though I will never play it, not having a PS4. But it could be a stunning game, but unfortunately they're having a terrible amount of problems with it, and I think it might have been a case of developers biting off a little bit more than they can chew, because they certainly can't seem to get the servers right, let alone anything else at the moment. But I hope it gets sorted out. I hope.
Yeah.
The next quick bits, which we've touched on already, I guess, is the Xbox One price drop.
I don't think we did because it just happened this week as far as I know. But yeah,
I just kind of touched on it with the fact that I didn't mention it in the bit about AMD's bit. How that, yeah.
Yeah, they're...
price drop.
Yeah, well, this price drop is only temporary, but it's a $50 price drop on every version of the Xbox One. So it seems like for the holiday season, since they think they're going to get a ton of sales that'll make up for it anyway, as I would believe. So they're cutting all the prices down by $50. Like that's, the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and all that stuff. I wonder if they're doing it with the, I'm guessing they did, or with the, it doesn't say it here, the original bundle with the actual Kinect and everything.
God damn it.
What?
The price drop isn't in effect until 2 days before my birthday. Thanks, Microsoft. Thanks for that birthday present.
Yeah, like you're gonna fucking get it.
Well, I might do if they put it like a $349 price drop.
Yeah. Well, that'll be $50.
No, the Kinect one. The Kinect free one. Be like 99 cents. Oh no, that's, with the 50. I'd say, it'd be $50.
Yeah.
Yeah, games are still too expensive.
Well, yeah.
Whoa. I'm just looking at this. So starting from whenever this was, let's say it's today, you can get the standalone console without Kinect for $350, let's call it. And then you've got the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare bundle with a 1 terabyte hard drive for $100 more.
Oh, I'm guessing you didn't know about that. Yeah, the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare bundle is $500 normally.
Yeah, but does that include Kinect, or is it just the game
Nope,
and
just the
paint
game.
job? Right, so you're paying. Oh, I suppose that's not too bad. If the hard drive's going to be $40 and the game's $60.
Yeah, the hard drive that's in has 500 gigabytes, so they're adding another 500 gigabytes. Basically, they're saying that's where the $100 is coming from, 50 gigabytes. Which seems not right at all.
No, 500 gigabytes.
Isn't that what I said?
No, you said 50.
Oh. I guess I was thinking of dollars. But yeah. So they're dropping that $50 until January 3rd. If you're going to pick it up now.
Whoa, hang on a minute. You can get the Assassin's Creed bundle without Kinect, because no one fucking wants that, for the same price as a standalone console without Kinect. Well, that's the one to go for, because you get Assassin's Creed and the console for the same price as the console. Or the Sunset Overdrive bundle, because that's the same price as just the standalone console. Get one of those ones. Don't be stupid. If you're going to buy one, don't spend $350 on the standalone one, because you can spend the same amount of money and get the Assassin's Creed one or the Sunset Overdrive one for the same price.
Well, that's what you'd hope people go for. I mean, I would think when people are going to get it, they're going to be like, oh, I want Sunset Overdrive. Okay, I should just pick up that console. It comes with it.
You know what that one, the standalone one for $350 is? It's for people who are buying it for their kids and well, I don't want my kid playing Sunset Overdrive or Assassin's Creed. They're violent games. If you're going to be that kind of person, don't buy them a fucking Xbox One. Get them a PC or an Atari 2600 or something that doesn't have violent games.
Wii U.
Oh yeah, Wii U.
And speaking of Wii U, this is one thing. Hope a lot of people are saying this. Hopefully, the Wii U does a price cut. Maybe, well, hopefully permanently, like the $300 something, to stay under and keep themselves going. But like, a lot of people are also saying that hopefully this, gets Xbox sales up and all that, because the PS4 is just killing them right now.
Oh yeah, and don't get me wrong, I want to see Microsoft doing well with the Xbox One, because I want to see competition in the marketplace, because at the end of the day it can only lead to better things. Hardware comes down in price across the board. You might end up with them coming up with cheaper games. No, it's never going to happen, but it's this. You never know.
Yeah.
Cheaper games would be nice.
Yeah, like, hopefully, Wii U goes down. Hopefully more people will buy the Wii U and be friends with me, and that's all I want. I just want more friends.
See, I could buy a Wii U, but I've just decided that I'm going to spend about 400 quid upgrading my PC in January. So...
Well, I want to upgrade my PC too, so... And I got all the parts in my wish list. I'm ready to go. Oh, I found out the motherboard that I was going for is out of stock. Well, last time I looked, like last week, was out of stock. I was like, no. Anyway, that's it for that news. Dan, what's our last piece?
Last piece of news is the final piece of news for tonight's show. And I'm just padding until I find the link. Game of Thrones, Telltale. Do we need to say any more? Yes, we probably do. Otherwise, it would be a shitty news piece. It's coming out this year. At some point, the first episode this year, there's not much left of it. There's not much at all. It's like...
Under 60
2 months.
days.
It's apparently, I'm sure I read something saying that there's going to be 5 different characters you can play as.
I think I have a guarantee that whenever I'm playing this game, I'm going to have it up on the TV, and Courtney's going to be following along with me. This will be the first game I think she'll really watch me play and play along with me.
You know what else is going to happen, don't you?
She's going to play it.
No. We'll be playing it at the same time.
Well, I mean, that's kind of thing of us playing together. Like, I'd be like, what choice should I make? And then she'll make a choice, and I'm like, okay. Because that's how Steve does it with, like, Walking Dead and stuff with Lisa.
That can still happen, but then we can have the whole kind of, oh shit, man, I wasn't expecting that. And
I mean, how we play everything side by side.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, you can still do that. Courtney's saying what.
And she buys it for herself instead of me buying it for her. Which she needs a job for that, so I'll be buying it for her.
Okay, well, we are going to take another little break. Gary's going to have to do some editing. We will be back with stuff like the Quest of the Week and TGM checks and where you can find us and all of that good stuff. I'm going to go and slacken my bladder. You're going to listen to some music, and we shall be back. Okay, we are back, and we're going to kick things off for the third of this show with our Quest of the Week, which is what we normally do. We haven't bothered changing anything up for frickin' ages. Get any new ideas? Let us know. Anyway, last week we asked the very vague question, what are your thoughts on the Gabe Newell death threat? I guess we should have been a bit more in depth with that, and I've just turned around to see that somehow Monty has got the USB lead from my phone wrapped around his neck, and he is slowly being strangled by it. So I better sort him out. Anyway, so we asked people, you guys, what you thought about the whole thing. Luckily, most of you realised that we didn't just make you want to hear you saying, yeah, I think it's a bad thing, totally shouldn't have done that. We actually had some proper responses, and first off we had M Board saying hashtag TGM Quest. Old guy voice, back in my day you didn't advertise your intent, you just did it and kept your mouth shut, doggone it.
And it says joking.
yeah
Making sure he's not a murderer at heart. Maybe he is, we don't know, he's bored. So next one's from OC_Amaryllis. And she says, Molbeck is a twat, threatening anyone.
It's a hard A. It's twat.
I thought you guys said twat.
No, it's twat.
I swear to God, you guys said twat. Anyway,
no,
twat.
Americans say twat.
Okay,
we say twat.
Anyway, Molbeck is a twat. Twat's so much easier to say. Threatening anyone's life, even in so-called jest, is sadly the norm. People take game dev too seriously. Yeah, that he was. Well, I think he definitely didn't think of what he said when he said. He's just like,
when you are a game dev and that is your job and your bread and butter, then you are going to take it seriously. And the fact that Steam does have a stranglehold pretty much over, sales for PC games, you can kind of understand where it was coming from. I'm not saying he was right to say what he said, but I can understand where it was coming from. There are obviously other portals, but then there was that whole thing where he said, oh, don't worry, we're going to be fine this week. Today we've sold 12 copies of the game. And he was doing that in like a minute on Steam. So, yeah, he's an idiot for doing it, admittedly. Anyway, the next one, kind of echoing my thoughts from Teflon, and he says, I understand the developer's frustration. That does not, however, excuse his lashing out over social media. I think that's also part of the problem. It's so easy to type something in 140 characters and press enter without really thinking about it. It's like drunk texting or drunk emailing or angry texting, or angry emailing in his case. Well, twittering. Yeah, he was an idiot about it. But the thing is, it's not just himself he's cocked up. The other guys that work for the company, then they're just kind of screwed now. They're not going to be able to publish anything on Steam. And well,
looks like they're moving the Xbox and PS4 now.
Well, that'll go well, won't it? Anyway, this week we are asking you with the news about the price drop for the Xbox One and the possible future of the Xbox One Slim, which seems to be going quite quickly, or whatever that is they're going to call it with the whole AMD thing. Are you now planning on picking up an Xbox One with said price drop? And if you've already got one, are you kind of wishing you'd waited? I'm
still going to wait longer because I'm not going to have the money to pick it up.
Yeah, I all I know is if I had $350 to spend on hardware, and let's face it, an Xbox One is hardware, I'd take my PC from being pretty much a similar kind of standard to an Xbox One to being pretty freaking kick-ass.
Yeah, I mean, I want to get my PC done first, and then I'm going to go on the consoles because I know I'll be using my PC more anyway, just because I know I can get the better graphics and all that out of it. But, like, I mean, I always say it. Consoles are only for exclusives. I don't play them for anything else. Like, if I can't play it on a PC, I'll probably play it on a console.
But that's the thing.
The biggest
are there
thing about
many
the Wii U.
exclusives on Xbox that are making you think, ooh, I've got to get that? I mean...
Well, if they keep bringing them over, like Rise and Dead Rising, I mean, I don't really need to.
I won't be surprised if we see a Halo box set coming out on PC at some point.
I would hope so, but I doubt it. They haven't brought anything out since 2, right? 2 is the last one that actually came out on PC.
Yeah,
but,
I think so.
You can't get it anymore.
No, well, you can't get one anymore either since the demise of Windows.
Speaking of that, I did find while cleaning the house this week, I found my Halo, Halo Combat Evolved disc.
Good luck getting that working.
That'll put it on.
But the next Tomb Raider, that's Xbox exclusive, isn't it?
I'm sure it's a timed exclusive, but yeah.
Yeah,
that'll come out a month later or something.
Well, depending on the timing, I think I wouldn't be surprised if we see it on PC before PS4.
Possibly just because Microsoft...
They're trying to do that whole conglomeration of everything. I mean,
it would be nice.
Their version of Siri's called Cortana, for fuck's sake. You know, it's yeah. I can see that happening. You know, they're already talking about apps working on Windows 10 that work on the Xbox One, and that whole crossover thing going. So yeah, I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, going back to it, yeah, we're back to what we just asked. Are you planning on picking up Xbox One now? The price drop. Do you wish you'd waited if you've got one? Do you not give a shit? Are you just going to do like I'm going to do and put your money into making your PC even better so you can play stuff at the best possible resolution? You know, PC game, you can already play stuff on PC in 4K. Can you do that on the Xbox One?
Of course.
They can't even manage 1080p and 60 frames per second, dude. Anyway, we are going to head straight into the kind of whole cleanup section, as we call it, and we are cracking on with the TGM checks. I've spoken a load, so Gary, you take the first one.
Well, N_board says not much this week so far. Scrolls Online and Daddy Long Legs on the phone. Definitely never heard of that one.
Next up, it's OC Amaryllis, who at some point in the future, probably February, end of January next year, we'll have her back on the show.
She says, date down.
The Gamesmen RPG, hashtag TGM check. Mostly games on my phone. Oh, that's not good. And there's a little frowny face. Oh, bless. Tower Madness 2.
On mine it looks sad, or not sad, it looks tired.
Yeah. Tower Madness 2, Clash of Clans, and The Book of Life. Miss you old bunches.
I love her southern accent.
Yeah, she also sent me a message earlier saying that kisses and hugs to you, Gary, and throw some love to you, Gary, and throw some love to Courtney's way for me too.
Courtney, Nicole says she loves you.
I love you too, Nicole.
She's not actually on here. Maybe she'll hear it on the podcast. I don't know if Dan heard you.
I heard it.
Okay, so apparently everyone else will hear it. Next is GamerGirl27. She says, The Wolf Among Us on my tablet. Didn't she beat that game?
I think so.
She loves Big B, so.
I thought it was the Big D. Sorry.
You're horrible.
I've been tempted to pick that up on my phone, actually. Anyway, next up, it's Stalwart Teflon 12, and he says that the Gamesmen RPG, hashtag TGM check, Evolve Alpha. Not much else, really. Just got student access to Unreal Engine 4,
Ooh.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Make me a game. Make me in a game. Wait, don't make me in a game. I'm ugly.
Make me a game to cry for.
Yeah, I like crying. Not really. I cried enough today. I had to cut up a full onion, and I tears everywhere. It was horrible and hurting, and I touched my eye after I cut up a pepper, and that shit hurts. I don't want to cry ever again. Burning tears of death.
Well, on that note, Gary, have you got any shout-outs this week?
Burning tears of death. Somebody, some random person, pushed me over my extra life, well, not over, exactly on my extra life goal, but did, the biggest donation out of anyone that actually donated to me, and that is Mr. Dan. I
hear that bastard has no fucking money now, and he wants it back.
My parents like, you shouldn't have done that. You don't have money as it is. I was gonna put in myself. I'm gonna call out Batch for not giving me money yet. I know you got paid by now. But other than that, let's see. Stu Fowler from the Veteran Gamers. Gary DeFleece from Lousy at Podcasting or Lousy at Gaming Community. Fumu from Game Punchers or Overseas Connection. I forgot it now. Sanctium or whatever. And then the other guy that we got in against, Shadow, who still beat us, but was only level 10, so he wasn't as good. I don't know. Other than that, my brother that helped me with the attic and my other brother that decided to show up unannounced and make me work twice as hard this weekend. That bastard. My body hates you. That's it for me, Dan. How about you?
Well, yeah, obviously, VG Hub, the guys over there, they've done a great job this year for Extra Life. I know I wasn't involved, but I have donated, so I don't feel quite so guilty. News of what I'm doing next year, in 6 months' time, roughly, will be coming at some point, and I'll
6 months, 4 months, isn't it? In February?
No, I was going to do it exactly 6 months after Extra Life.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
So there's that thing going on. It's a fantastic charity. I will actually put stuff up on the site about the charity because they are brilliant. And if they don't bring a tear to your eye, then you are broken. So yeah, VG Hub and all those guys brilliant how much money you've raised this year. I can't remember what it was, but go and check out VG Hub. There's a ton of great stuff over there. There's a load of stuff that I've not even looked at, and I've got no idea what they're doing. Never even heard of a lot of the people on there. I don't know if they still do stuff, but go and check it out. There's still some good stuff out there. And also Destination Gamer and Batch, mainly because apparently I am the member of the month or whatever it is in their spotlight thing, because I've done stuff on their forums and things, and I didn't really do much at all. So if you want to get on there, you've basically just got to put in. I did like 3 things. I commented on something, entered like one of their fun little competitions. You didn't win anything. Put some screenshots up, and then on the forums, and then started another thread for people to put their videos up, and 2 people voted for me apparently. I didn't even vote for anyone myself, so they could do with, some people checking them out. It's a good site. Batch is doing a cool thing with the radio station. We might have to pinch that idea and see if we can do something else, because
I don't think we're going to do a radio station, because I do not have the time to want to do that.
No, I'm going to have to totally get him.
I'm thinking of Pixel Tracks. It's about it right now. But yeah,
totally going to have to sort something out with that, because it seems cool. He's doing this radio station thing, mainly on like Friday, Saturday nights.
And he's like doing it all week. As far as I can tell, probably not as long.
The weekends he's doing it like pretty much all day UK time. I think over the weekend. He's spending more
of his time than he needs to give you music. So check it out.
Yeah, you can request stuff. He'll get it for you and play it, and he'll have questions and stuff. No giveaways or anything yet, but you never know. There might be some in the future.
He did have Yes, he did have one.
Give him away.
Yeah, he gave himself away. Yeah. He did have one giveaway. I don't know. I haven't been on lately because I've been super busy this week. I haven't been able to get on. Maybe I'll get on tomorrow after I'm editing done shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that's about it. So Gary, where can we find you for the week to come?
So I am Amras89 on Twitter, Star Citizen. I'm on there this week. Twitter, and now Elite Dangerous. I am Amras89 on there. Ha 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 ha! You did not steal my name. Amras_89 on Steam. Amras1289 on Nintendo Network. And I'll just say it just in case I get on Minecraft. And on the PSN, Amras0289.
Well, I am now Hardlydan everywhere, because I thought since the release of Elite Dangerous is impending, I thought it was about time I changed it to Hardlydan, because someone probably would have nicked it if I hadn't.
Probably.
Yeah. It's happened once so far, so. Although that might have just been me forgetting the password. Anyway, I am pretty much going to be playing Elite Dangerous. If you've got any questions about that, you want to play it, just let me know. And if you're not too sure if your system can run it, I'm sure I can help you out and tell you what you need to change to upgrade your system, or what you need to buy, stuff like that. And it's a great game. It's really scalable. You don't need a huge kick-ass system to play it at all. The better the system, the better it'll look, obviously. But it's an awesome game. I love it. So yeah, I'm Hardlydan pretty much everywhere. Mainly on Steam, Raptor, and Twitter. So, I guess that's about it, really, isn't it, Gary? Do you want to tell the listeners how they can get hold of us?
I suppose so. So you can find us on Facebook.com at the Gamesmen Podcast. No new likes. We would like some more voicemails, and you can call us at the RPG hotline at 412-267-RPG1. You can also email us at thegamesmanrpg@gmail.com, and you can put in voicemails there, or send us MP3s of you talking. And then also, submit us some stuff, questions for, say, RPG segments of the show. We'll probably have to do that soon. We haven't done it in a while. And then you can find us at Twitter at the Gamesmen RPG. And we have some new followers, which is at LannonJ801 and at Ironhander. And I think he accidentally unfollowed us or something, because I swear to God he followed us before. So that's Ben. Hello, sir. We haven't played Guild Wars or anything in a while, and haven't talked to you in a while. So get on TeamSpeak, damn it.
Yeah, get on TeamSpeak. Get Elite Dangerous or Star Citizen.
Or Guild Wars 2 again, and I'll play with you, because Dan won't. And then also on Twitter, you can go and do the hashtag TGM check with the games you've been playing, or answer the hashtag TGM quest. And Dan mentioned that twice already, so I'm not going to say it again. You'll see it on Twitter on Sunday, maybe earlier. And then you can also listen to our YouTube channel at youtube.com.
Hang on, you can't just listen to our YouTube channel. You can watch our YouTube channel. Because that's kind of how YouTube works.
There we go. Sorry, I was typing that in. So you can listen to the podcast, or you can watch our videos on YouTube. Our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/GamesmenRPG. No new subscribers as I've seen. And you can also watch Twitch stream that I have been going crazy. Not this week really, but last week with X-Strife was crazy. And maybe this upcoming week. I still don't have a voice, so I haven't been doing it as much, because nobody wants to hear this voice except for you people that have made it this far or listen to the podcast, so I love you. Hopefully next week. Kim. Yay. Well, no, that's your voice, not mine.
True.
Maybe somebody likes my dumb American accent.
Nobody likes your voice.
Oh, nobody likes it. And then also send us in iTunes reviews. We would like some more of them, just like Jeremy did last week, which I found out that Dan, whenever I was editing, said he or she, and I went, I swear to God I said that was Jeremy. But yeah, give us an iTunes review. 5 stars is a love, 1 star is a sad face. Send some in, let people know what you think of us, get us higher up there on the charts, get us some more listeners. I found out that the Veteran Gamers got like 64,000 listens in the last month, and I just went and shit my pants. So
we'd be happy to hit 64.
Yeah, probably. And I don't know how they found out the numbers, because I can't figure it out at all. Yeah. So that's gonna do it for that. Dan, get us out of here.
That will do it for episode 42. So on behalf of Gary, Amras89, and Levo, I am Hardlydan. We are the Gamesmen. Until next time, we ask.
If not fully satisfied with this podcast, please return any portions for a full refund.
What's your favorite thing about space? Mine is space. Space, go into space, can't wait, space. Space, trial, putting the system on trial, in space, space system, on trial, guilty, not being in space. Go to space jail. Dad, I'm in space.
I'm proud of you, son.
Dad, are you space?
Yes, now we are a family again.
Play cool. Here come space cops. Here come space cops. Help me, space cops. Space cops, help. Go into space. Go in there. Can't wait. Gotta go. Space. Going. Better buy a telescope. Wanna see me? Buy a telescope. Gotta go to space. Space. Comets, stars, galaxies. Orion. Are we in space yet? What's the hold up? Gotta go to space. Gotta go to space. Going to space. Yeah. I'm going. Going to space. Love space. Need to go to space. Space. Going there. Okay. I love you, space. Space. So much space. Need to see it all. You are the farthest ever in space. Why me, space? Because you are the best. I'm the best at space. Yes. Space Court. For people in space. Judge Space. Sun presiding. Bam. Guilty. Love being in space. I'm in space. Please go to space. Space. Wanna go to space. Gotta go to space. Yeah, gotta go to space. There's another one. Star. 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 Getting bored of space. Bam, 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 bam. Take that space. Are we in space? We are. Oh, oh, oh. This is space. I'm in space. We made it. We made it. We made it. We made it. Space. Earth. Wanna go to 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 Earth.